Alrighty, here we go. And we're actually already into the game. It took me a second to get this started here. Sorry about that. I was busy with some other stuff. We got some of our viewers in here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And the game actually just started about 10 or 20 seconds ago. I've been getting stuff literally set up like a madman while this is all going. Oh, it's a little too bright. Yeah. Yeah, I need to turn the lights up here. Our lighting's all screwed up. Nope, that's not it. There we go.
Oh, that's nice.
So, Ducks already had 2 shots as they got a couple. The stream came out of left field. Yeah, you know what? This was something I was picking up my girlfriend from where she lives, and I decided I was going to do it then. So it meant that when I got back, there was a scramble to get everything ready. So, wow, attendance looks brutal in Anaheim. Look at all those empty seats, which is unfortunate. The Ducks are actually doing well. So, Jets have it. Josh Morrissey to the side of the net, puts that on the side for Scheifele. Scheifele across for DeMello as they get into the zone. Connor going towards the net. They try to put the puck there, but Ducks defender is going to get in the way. So, got to be a big game here for the Jets, as the Jets last 2 games only 1 goal as they got shut out by the Kings and then got just 1 against the Sharks and just gave up too much space for all the young talent in San Jose. Stuart Schwartz says Ehlers. Ehlers is no longer with the Jets. He's over on the Carolina Hurricanes. So Connor with it. Jets have it in the offensive zone. Hayden Fleury at the point. He's going to have a shot. It's going to go wide. That's going to go across. Luke Schen's going to keep that in. Ducks try to get that out, but Connor's going to put that near the net. They're going to put it across. Oh my goodness, what a chance there for Jonathan Taves.
Oh my goodness.
Now Stanley's got that back. Stanley will put that across for Fleury. And Schenn has it. He's going to put that up, and Parker Ford will take that. Tanner Pearson out there. And beat some lineup changes here for the Jets. I'm going to have to find exactly where their lineup was posted. I think Murat Atesh had posted it on Twitter. Logan Stanley with it's going to put that up. And Chibrakov's going to lose that, and it's going to go for a Ducks defender. Kind of playing a bit of a ping-pong game here in the neutral zone as both teams' defenders put it back and forth before the Ducks will dump it down. Wind that down in the corner. Pionk tries to swing a stick at it, but it's going to go around for Parker Ford. He gets some pressure, and the Ducks get it at the point. They're going to move that across. Ducks going to get a shot on net. That's going to be a nice save as Eric Comrie is in net for the Jets tonight. So let's see here. 2 assists, 2 points, 4 shots, a goal, and a win. Oh, are you talking about Ehlers there? There you go. I know Crazy Cat's Eyes fan is a big Carolina Hurricanes fan, so can't blame you. Treat our boy Ehlers well. There you go. Just posting this on Twitter. So, let's see here. Ducks with it. Passing that around. They're going to move through neutral ice, and they'll make a zone entry here. Get over the blue, but then they're going to throw it back, and it's accidentally going to go over the blue line, so got to rewind so they don't go offside. Dylan DeMello has it. DeMello out there with Morrissey. He's going to put that for him. And he's going to move that up for Scheifele, but Scheifele can't get a stick on it, but it's going to bounce all the way down into the Duck zone. And Luke Schen's going to go after it, but he's going to miss it, and it's going to be a 2-on-1 here for the Ducks. And now they're moving, try to make a pass across, but they can't make it. So, Jets get a little bit lucky there. Gabriel Velarde has it. He's going to put that across. Scheifele coming into the zone. Jets in the offensive zone now. They're going to get stripped of the puck there, and the Ducks are going to make a breakout. Luke Schenn tries to play the body there, but he's going to miss the puck, and the Ducks are going to go offside. How are we doing here, folks? Ducks have it now in the offensive zone on the corner. They're putting that across. Try to make a move there to get to Comrie, but they can't. And Nemesnikov's going to move that over for Taves. Taves going to get it past a few guys. Be a good veteran presence here on the Jets. And Cole Perfetti's on that line as he's back up in the lineup tonight. Tries to put that over for Taves, but he can't quite get it. Taves battling with someone. He's going to lose that. And the Ducks are going to move through neutral ice. They're going to dump that down. And Pionk's going to run just a little bit of interference there. Not enough, though. Pionk now has it behind the Jets net. He's going to skate up. He's getting pressured. And he's going to get over center, and he's going to dump that in. And then Parker Ford is going to go and take it up. And Chipperkov on a line with Ford. He's going to be pressuring there. And he's going to crash into the boards in a bit of an ugly way. Definitely looked like it hurt there. Bad day, but still pushing through a long day, long work Sunday. Fair enough, man. I guess I'm cheering for Montreal Alouettes in the Grey Cup games. Yeah, you know what? It's not even that I want the Alouettes to win. It's that I want Saskatchewan to lose. Like, that's really what it is. So, that was literally the one Grey Cup matchup I can, like, wholeheartedly say I absolutely didn't want. If you gave me all 6 teams in the playoffs and I picked the one matchup I didn't want, one East team, one West team, it would be Saskatchewan, Montreal. Let's see here.
Look at the toilet.
Oh my god.
Did you actually see?
I did. It's so small.
I know.
How we doing, folks?
Some people say our privileged access to parts gets the most important vehicles in our community on the road.
Jacoby got the bot working now, so it's posting our stuff.
That's awesome.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Stretch? I'll show you a stretch. It's leg day. You drink it, you bit it.
Life comes at you fast. When it comes to safe, secure electronics recycling for residents, businesses, and the environment, all you have to do is bring it. Safe, fast, easy. Find out what and where to recycle at recyclemyelectronics.ca.
Black Friday savings are back at Dufresne. Get up to 50% off furniture and save big on mattresses with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, receive your choice of a free 4-piece luggage set or a TV with minimum furniture and mattress purchases. On now at Dufresne.
Let's see. Yo, silly question. Why are the Canucks favored to win? Home advantage? Against who? Who are the Canucks playing tonight? I don't even know. Like against Colorado? Not sure, cause like, yeah, if you're saying like in the Colorado Vancouver game, just tuned in for a moment. I thought you were in Sharks gear. Nope, no, I'm not. I'm in Jets gear. Very much so. Lowry has it behind for the Jets. He's going to try to put that in front for Niederreiter. He can't quite get it. Jets going to strip him of the puck as they try to make a breakout, and they're going to shoot that. And they'll crash the net there as that gets covered up. I got to pull up a Ducks depth chart. Let's see here. And Ducks now going to have it on a 2-on-1, and a nice play by Pionk, or DeMello, sorry, shuts that down. Whoops, I meant the Jets. You're all good. Are you saying why are the Jets favored to win? I mean, the Jets won the President's Trophy last year, and so they're a good team. Although the Ducks have been red hot, and the Jets have been ice cold recently, so if Jets could really use a win tonight. Ducks with it at the point. They're gonna shoot that across. They'll keep possession there. Ducks in the offensive zone. They try to put one near Comrie, but it's gonna go off a stick and he gets shot out in front and they score. Seneke in the slot, wide open. Nobody covering him. He goes top shelf on Comrie, and we got ourselves a 1-0 game. Damn. Yeah, just wide open there. And that's Scheifele's man. He's the centerman. He's got to be covering him. Damn. Rough start here. Not the way we want it to go. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream if you haven't already and subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, careful there, Shen. Shen was going after someone and he got his stick kind of low on him. I was worried he was going to trip him there. Cole Perfetti's going up the side wall. He's going to try to make a pass across, but there's just nothing there, and Seneke's going to pick that up for the Ducks. How is this road trip going so far for the Jets? Awful. Absolutely terrible. They're homesick. Like, there's nothing good here. This road trip has been a bit of a disaster. Joe Quinville on the bench for the Ducks. 10-3-1 in his first season. He's a good coach, but obviously very controversial due to the nature of stuff that's happened in his tenure with the Blackhawks. Shots are 5-2 in favor of the Ducks. 12 minutes left in the first period here. 1-0 Anaheim, as Jets have started kind of flatter like they have in these past few games, and so hopefully they're able to get that going. Not much that Comrie could do on the goal there. So battling in the corner, that's Ross Johnston there for the Ducks, and Winnipeg's going to try to get that out. That's going to be over for Connor. He's going to try to put that into the neutral zone for Velarde, but Velarde can't corral it, and that's going to go back down. Johnston pressuring Josh Morrissey. He's going to come out with the puck, but Scheifele's going to go in there to try and help. And there's going to be a penalty here. And there's going to be a holding call. Who's it going to? And this is going to go to Ross Johnston here of the Anaheim Ducks. He's going to take a holding penalty. And let's see here. That's... I'm not going to lie. That's a bit of a weak penalty. But I guess he does wrap his arm around. It just, he doesn't really hold him as much. Yeah, but I guess it was ruled enough there. So Jets are going to go to the power play. Big chance here for Winnipeg. Hopefully they can do something with it. Good God, 21.7% power play unit for the Jets. Being absolutely abysmal as of late. And that's why they're not making tape-to-tape passes. So Comrie's going to take that behind the net for the Jets to put that to a stop. Jets are still better than the Flames. They can't play anywhere. I think the Flames are interested in this Gavin McKenna guy. Ducks now with a 2-on-2 here. Even though they're shorthanded, it's going to be a 3-on-2 as someone will join the play. A nice play by Neil Pionk to get a stick on it. But the Ducks are shorthanded, and they don't look like it because they've gotten more offense so far than Winnipeg has. This is a big part of games, power plays. This is true. Look at these. Are those supposed to be like chocolate frogs?
No, they're just random tiles.
That's cool.
You know how like
They kind of look like the cards though, because they're the pentagon shape.
But you know they maybe, but like you know like those like tiles that that we get in the new
Yep.
sets now.
Something like that.
It's like that.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they're right.
Jets get it. They're into the offensive zone now. Only with 30 seconds left. That's going to go up top for Morrissey. He's going to put that across. It's going to go down. Velarde's now going to bump out in front. Umbrella set up for Winnipeg. And they're lining up here. And they're going to try to get that over for Velarde. He's going to get jammed up on the wall. It's going to go up for Morrissey. He fakes the pass there. And Connor now has it. Up for Morrissey. Morrissey putting that across for Scheifele. Only 5 seconds left here. Goes down. Scheifele on the wall. Up for Morrissey. And there's going to get a shot. They're going to get a tip on it, but it's not going to do enough. And the penalty expires here. Jets only right near the end able to get a little bit going, but not much. Fleury has one hell of a shot there. 93.6 mile an hour slap shot. Bomb from the point. Rod Bottomley's here. Thanks for joining, man. Bottoms up. Because he always posts the beer in the chat. How we doing today, folks? We got 5 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much for it. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link to the Discord in the description below. A lot of CFL chat, NHL chat, sports chat. Keep the conversation going there. So join in the description below. Yeah, go for it. Do you want me to move that thing closer here? Like that? You do?
Yeah.
Just so you can have, if you want to have the other one?
Yeah. The only reason why I didn't ask was because I kept asking for shit. Thanks.
Oh, it's right here. I was about to say,
I'm gonna get more of these kind of things, because then we can, like, build.
Because they're modular.
Yeah.
To make, like, your own custom ones and shit like that?
Yeah.
That'd be cool, yeah. How many streams are going on right now? There's a couple streams going on. We got the 9 o'clock game, so ours is starting late. Looking like another uninspired game somehow. Yeah, man, this certainly does look like that.
Hopefully it's not.
Hopefully it's not, yeah, but already giving up a goal so early in is not ideal.
Yeah, but apparently we should stay positive.
They're showing some Jets fans who made the trip.
Really? You like Smarties?
Hmm?
You like Smarties?
Yeah. Although they're not my favorite. Like, I'd rather have a lot of other things. But if given the option, I'll have it over nothing.
You have a bunch of other shit.
Hmm?
You have a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, but this was just right in front of me.
Lazy.
Yep, lazy. You're right.
I gotta make 2.
A lot of battling in neutral zone right now. Not a ton happening. 8.5 left in the first. Shots are 5-4 for the Ducks. Jets will get a shot there on Stahl, and he'll make the save. So, both goalies playing their backups today. Unless, are we counting Stahl as the backup or Peter Mrazek? That's the question. Well, we're playing our backup, though.
That's like a game-to-game basis.
Yeah. Oh, Jets going to put that out in front. It's going to get tipped, but they can't get it there. Good chance there. Shot there for Connor. And Scheifele's going to play that up for Pionk. He'll put that back down, but doesn't make it all the way there.
Oh, this scared me. I thought it was cracked, but it was just the way that it was molded.
Oh, yeah, no, you're good. Connor has it. Connor's going to dump that down towards the net, and it's going to be an odd bounce there and almost look dangerous. Velarde battling for it. Ducks outnumbering him there, though. And then they'll move that up. And Seneke will put that down. Jets have it, and they'll try to put that up, but... And there's going to be actually another penalty here coming to the Ducks. Although, let's see here. So, Seneke takes a penalty as he kind of punches Stanley in the face. Which is kind of impressive, because Stanley's 6'7". If you're going to punch him in the face, you really got to reach. Like, that does mean that when they actually, like, do it, that, it's noticeable. You will never get away with that. So, Beckett Seneke is going to get a roughing penalty here. And so Jets have another power play. Let's see if they do anything with it. And they're going to lose the draw. And Troy Terry's going to be going all the way down the ice. He'll be trying to make a move. How do we give it up a 2-on-1 already? Okay, Velarde drops that for Morrissey. Jets are now going to break out, hopefully, successfully, ideally. Why are the Ducks so aggressive tonight? Because they've done that and won games with it. Cole Perfetti has it. He's going to try to put that across, and pass is going to get taken off. And we got another 2-on-1 here. Velarde trying to help out. It's a 3-on-1 and a shot and a save by Comrie. Reminder, we are on the power play. We need... Oh, is that like a mirror?
I put the sticker on.
You did it well. It looks great. That is to my... That is to my liking. That is to my standard. And you know I have a high standard with that. So. Good job, soldier.
I don't think I'll be able to do it again.
Ah, that's fine. We all hit our peak at some point. I already know I'm long past it. Jets with it. They're going to drop that for Taves. Second power play unit out there. Let's see if they can do anything more than the first unit. Wouldn't be a hard task because the first unit did nothing. Battling on the side wall. Niederreiter there, but Nemesnikov's going to fish the puck out. He puts that for Pionk. Back for Nemesnikov. Back for Pionk. At the point, he's going to try to shoot that through, and it's going to go off the blocker and go out of play. With 57 seconds left on the power play. And 6:24 left in the first period. Shots are 8-6 for the Jets.
I did it with no glasses.
Yeah, she doing good. That's good.
Are you sure?
It does.
You're not just giving me the...
I'm not bullshitting. It actually does look really good. Jets offensive zone faceoff. They'll win that. That goes across for Jonathan Taves. Puts that down. Taves going to get a shot. It's going to go off the toe save of DeStal. Now, Iafallo tries to make that pass from behind the net. 40 seconds left in the man advantage. Still has it behind. Gets pressured off of it. Nemesnikov's going to come down to help. And Jets going to keep it in. Niederreiter at the point. He's going to put that down for Iafallo. Iafallo puts that up for Pionk. Cross for Taves. Taves over for Pionk. Shot. Nice save by DeStal. Ducks get it. They're going to shoot that all the way down. So, about 10 seconds left in the man advantage. Now, Jets and Ducks battling it with it there, and the Ducks will flip that out. And DeMello takes it, puts that across for Morrissey, and the man advantage is over. Jets didn't get a ton there either. Again, power play continues to be a problem. And we got some pushing and shoving here after the whistle. As Trouba's involved, as well as McTavish. Lowry right in the thick of things as well. And who is that over there? Alex Killorn's going after Lowry, forgetting that that's the wrong guy to go after. Out of all the guys to go after, Lowry's not the one. So, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. You good?
No.
What happened?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah, I'll.
It was scary.
How many likes are we at? We're at 6 likes. Can we get that up to 10 likes, folks? Hey, they got Jerome McGinley there.
And just said, next level. Babe, I hate her voice. I hate her voice.
I do too, so that's understandable. Yes.
What time is it?
It's 9:37.
I'm making a bathroom. Oh, shit.
Oh crap, we got 25 people on here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Very much appreciate it. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the chat. I want to hear it. And we're at 10 likes. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thumbs up for you. What is the Yates Cup that Rick was streaming? So that was actually a game that happened the other day. But he was, so that is Canadian college football. Goes under the banner called U Sports. U Sports is university, it stands for university sports. So, well, they don't call it U Sports down in the States, so I'm being fair. You know what I mean? Yeah, but U Sports, so U Sports usually is, you can have U Sports soccer. So he was doing U Sports football. The Yates Cup is one of, there are different leagues that make up U Sports for different regions in Canada. And so the Yates Cup is kind of the championship of one of those leagues. And the winner will go on to future, to more, like, eventually get to the national championship. Oh, and we got a bit of a questionable hit here by DeMello, and McTavish objects to it. Where did Jets' power play go? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not there.
She gone.
Somewhere. I think if we knew where it was, they might be able to find it, but they haven't.
They're not wearing their glasses.
Yeah. Ducks put that down. They're pressuring here. Jets stuck in their own zone. Connor gets a stick on it, but it's going to go out, and there's going to be a shot by the Ducks. Save by Eric Comrie. Is that the same rules as U.S. college football or CFL rules? That would be CFL rules. All football in Canada is all from the high school all the way up to professional is all Canadian football rules.
I tried.
Nice. It still looks good.
She's a little crooked.
That's fine.
We're
I
all
bet you the
little.
one in the real place was crooked.
It was probably broken.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There it is.
Battling in the jet zone. And the Ducks pressuring there. And even when I played football in high school, I played with Canadian rules. All football in Canada is 3-down football. Flag football, I can't remember exactly how flag football. Everything football related is all 3 downs in Canada. It's not. That's why usually we don't even refer to them as CFL rules.
Even flag.
We refer to them just as Canadian football rules because it's
even the flag.
even flag. Yeah, I was pretty sure that flag
My cousin
ran with
played,
the same.
so I know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Next year we should go to a few like Christmas games.
Yeah. Well, and then like I said, I'd like to go to some U Sports Bison's games. Can go
Because
some of
you're
those.
very scrawny. That's why.
Oh yeah.
That's
Makes sense. Really sorry for the dumb question. No. Don't.
dumb question.
No, there's no such thing as a dumb question. I actually, if you're curious about Canadian football, I want you to ask about it. Like I want to give more exposure. I want to let people know about the great game that we got here in Canada. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Canadian Football Central, which is the other channel that I have with Rick. I'll actually put a link to it in the description, or well, not in the description, in the live chat. Just for not even necessarily just for you, but just for anyone who is interested in that sort of thing. Yeah, that's not a stupid question, my friend.
No.
That is a question of curiosity, and we love curiosity. So.
And you wouldn't know unless you asked.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't know, and that's okay. I don't expect to, even a lot of there's a lot of Canadians who don't even watch U Sports Canadian college football. I mean, I haven't for until kind of relatively recently. So there's nothing wrong. Yeah, exactly. You've never. That's fine, Anyways, Ducks with pressure here. 3 minutes left in the first. They're going to get a shot on Comrie. They try to pick up a rebound, but that gets blocked by Hayden Fleury. Fleury behind the net. He's going to dish that across. Jets going to get that out into neutral ice. Cole Perfetti steps over the red line, dumps that down, and the Jets are going to go for a change. Nice.
We have a bathroom.
Well, it's good. Troy Terry brings that in for the Ducks. Ducks are going to get a shot, and it's going to go just wide, just past the blocker of Comrie. And they have it at the point there, and they're going to shoot it, and it's going to get covered by Eric Comrie. I am from Sweden. What difference is it to NFL rules? There's a lot of little differences. Firstly, the field size is larger, 110 yards long, 20-yard end zones, uprights at the front instead of the back. It's also 65 yards wide, so a much wider, actually a soccer field width, as opposed to the NFL fields, which are a lot narrower. There's 12 guys on the field per for offense and for defense, as opposed to 11 in the NFL. The kickoff is a lot more closer to the original football kickoff. There's no fair catch rule. There instead is what's called the no yards rule. It's a 5-yard halo around the returner. And, ooh, Jets got a chance there. They had a nice shot, but saved there by DeStal. And, yeah, and so then until the returner touches the ball, you cannot go within 5 yards of them. Otherwise, you're issued a 15-yard no yards penalty. There's something called the waggle, which is pre-snap motion. Receivers can hit the line running. They don't all have to be stationary. Only like 2 of them do. Everyone else, though, can actually be running, and at the time of the snap, be at full speed to get way deeper in. And there's a shot by Cutter Gauthier there, and it was covered by Comrie, and we got some pushing and shoving going on. And Neil Pionk's involved in that. 1:45 left in the first. Shots are 9-8 in favor of the Jets. 1-0 Ducks still. So yeah, there's a lot of little things like that. It's 3 downs instead of 4. Yeah, I personally I love Canadian football. It's a lot of fun. So next week we have the championship game on November 16th. If you go onto the CFL Plus website, if you're outside of Canada, you can watch it for free. You just have to put in the information that it requires. It'll ask for something called a postal code. So if you just put R2G number, even just any random one, it'll let you in. Thanks for answer and a great broadcast. Thanks, man. Really appreciate you tuning in. But yeah, if you're ever curious about some Canadian football, go subscribe over on Canadian Football Central. Link in the is the comment I just kind of put in there, and you can check out some of our stuff, see what it's all about. Sometime we're actually going to be putting up a video on explaining Canadian football rules to either Americans or to people who are familiar with the NFL and NCAA. The Ducks have a power play. I forgot actually to put that up here. So, minute 22 in the power play. Only a minute 5 left in the first, so this will carry over a little bit into the second. Ducks with it. They got it at the point. There's going to be a slap shot there, and it's out in front. They're going to put that across, and they score. Leo Carlson scores on the power play for the Ducks. Comrie dealt with a couple rebounds in front, but when it gets to the side, he just can't get there in time. 2-0 Ducks. We're in for a rough night. This is how it's going. I like that. Looks good.
Bring it up closer to you so you can actually really see it.
I like the mirror pieces in there. That's cool.
You can open the middle one.
Oh, is it like pull up or how do I open it? Oh, my hands are too big.
You might have to move Ron.
We're quacking up again. That's right. Jets are struggling. I can't.
Open. Take Ron out.
It's not that. The things on the ground are in the way. It looks really good, though. Keep moving if possible. Yeah, here we go.
Just take them out.
16 seconds left in the first. Trubo behind the net there for the Ducks. He's going to put that into neutral ice. Go offside here for a second as the clock winds down. Ducks going to see if they can get down just one more time. They're going to dump that down, though. And the clock will expire. So that's it for the first period. Jets are trailing 2-0 to the Ducks. And a pretty bad period for Winnipeg.
There you go.
Take a look at this. Oh, shit.
Did you break it?
I accidentally hit Ron.
No!
Sorry. Oh, there's like a little hole there. Nice.
Do you know why?
Because there's a time of secrets.
Yes.
What do you know? Ooh. Forgot about this thing when it came in this. It's a gold Harry Potter. Another big another big difference between American football and Canadian football is the beer. American beer is 4% and Canadian beer is 5%. The extra 1% gives us the strength to handle the harsher weather. Rod, you joke, you laugh, but that's very true. There is some serious truth in that. The beer is better. It is. Oh, freaking for D&D yesterday, Joey brought some freaking craft beer.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. It was made in Guelph,
Where the fuck is that?
Ontario. It's like Southern Ontario.
You know I'm not good with geography.
They have an OHL team there.
Congrats for knowing that.
I got you.
Look at my phone.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
We're even now.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess so. Here are the mediocre Jets, 500 team at best, brought out of retirement. An aging superstar to play a very important position. Losers. I mean, Taves has done well. I mean, you could shit on the Jets. The Jets have played like crap recently, but I mean, is he an aging superstar? Yeah, but he's an aging superstar playing well. So I'll give him credit where credit's due. You have to realize the main reason they brought Taves in is more for a feel-good thing than anything. Like, he sells his jersey sold like hotcakes. Like it's a guy that they'll make their money back. Like financially, he was a good investment. We're interviewing Cole Perfetti, and Cole Perfetti is telling us why we suck. Under 5.5? Are you talking like money line? Are you asking like betting money line? I think this is going to be under 5.5 if you're talking that. Unless you're talking the alcohol percentage. If it's, you know, when they're talking about beer. Very sweetie. Sorry. Yes. Like yes to the beer or yes to the money line? If you're saying money line, I'm going to say under. I'm going to say under. It's going to be under 5.5 today. They would probably have one upstairs. You need one right now? Yeah. If you can just, yeah. Here. I will be back in a second, folks. I just need to grab something here while we're in the intermission. I'll be back in just a minute, though. Alrighty. We're back. $600 on Ducks. Let's go. Rod Bottomley says, subscribe! He's right. You should subscribe. Just having some rockets.
Really was the only stop centerman with the Winnipeg Jets. They didn't have Adam Laurie. They didn't have goal for 34 laps. They lost Nick Ehlers. And I thought the Jets were going to take a step.
Okay, well, Ehlers wasn't a centerman there. They're talking about like top early surprises, and they said he's the only centerman they had. They lost Ehlers, and I was like, well, Ehlers wasn't a center. How we doing, folks?
Starts of the season. How is that possible?
Well, I think that the way that the Montreal Canadiens played last year, we shouldn't be surprised that they're having some success.
It's Martin Byron with the takes.
Playing at a top level. It's Jakob Bilbish that has been so good. Lane Hudson is fantastic. Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, they're one of
They're talking about everything but the Jets game. However, other teams doing great.
Okay, let's get back to your list now. You had Mark Scheifele. He was snubbed from Canada's 14th team. Does the Olympic team trust correct that and take it to the Olympic team?
100%, Gino. When you look at those
Just this, let's see here. Just a suggestion, Carter, but you might want to cover the odd live stream of other teams versus other teams just to get more subs. I think like covering the Montreal Canadiens from time to time would be a plus. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. This is actually a conversation I've had with Zach. Is that Zach kind of made it clear that he very much just wanted to do some Jets, but I do agree with that. That's actually why in the playoffs we do that. The interesting thing is that you get because the Jets will always be our main thing. If the Jets game is on, we're never gonna cover another one over the Jets. But we may occasionally from time to time do some streams of some other stuff. Honestly, it just kind of depends how we're doing. Some days we're feeling like, I want to stream. Some days we're like, what, I want to do some other stuff. I'm gonna watch a show, this, that, So it depends. It depends kind of what our mood is in. If we're kind of feel that creativity that wants us to get to do it or not. But I have this is a conversation me and Zach have already actually had, and is something that we haven't ruled out. We haven't done it yet. Besides, again, doing it sometimes in playoffs, but we have not ruled that out. Ducks looking scary good. They do, man.
They should last until Saturday.
Let's see.
Receive a free 4-piece luggage set with furniture and mattress purchase of $24.99 or more. Plus, enter to win a $5,000 travel gift card. On now at Dufresne. Are you still using harsh chemicals or salt in your hot tub? Jacuzzi Turtle is the world's first 95.99% chlorine-free hot tub. No harsh chemicals or salts required. Discover true water only from Jacuzzi.
The Jets registered 9 shots in that first period. 6 were from defensemen, 2 from Morrissey, 1 each from Leon, Chen, Curry, and Logan Stanley.
Let's see here. Plenty of time for the Jets to make up 2 goals. Yeah, that's right. Honestly, if they play the way they did the last 30 seconds of the last game, they could really do it. Ducks will score 5 goals minimum. No, they won't. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I shouldn't say that there's no way that they score 5 goals. This to me doesn't give this seems like a lower scoring game than that. Jets got to get some damn offense going. You're right there. Got some extra like Halloween candy stuff lying around, so I just kind of snack on it here and there. I hope you're right, Matt. Me too. At the end of the day, the Jets just need to get it going. Because it's unacceptable. I haven't had one of these things in like years. Robertson and Corrado having a big chat. Yeah, 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, constantly gave them up even when we were on the power play. Like, it was not good. Jets were giving up way too damn much. How are you guys going? How's your day been?
Content is always Frankie chat in the second intermission, the second period is straight ahead. Jets with a
Seems the Jets offense has gone ice cold. Yes, it has, David. Yes, it has. Hit the nail right on the head there. Ontario got blasted by snow, but over on Georgian Bay, we missed the whole thing. I think they should shut down the 401 between Toronto and Kingston. Oh, yeah, that much? I saw they had the CPL final, Canadian Premier League Soccer, between Ottawa and who was it? It was Ottawa, I think Calgary. And it was just like in like a blizzard, which I know soccer usually doesn't play in that. I'm not gonna lie, I love that they did. I'm not a soccer guy. I'm not a fan of soccer, but it actually looked like an interesting kind of fun game to watch. I love a good snow game. Even when I played football, I loved playing in the snow. There was something about braving the elements. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and I made a turkey. Well, there you go. Hell yeah, man. You know what I need to have? I haven't had maple taffy in forever. Maple taffy's good. Please tell me, everybody, how many score under 6.5. I don't see this going under. I don't see this going over 6.5. Why is everyone's just coming here just to ask the betting lines? And here we go into the second period now, and immediately the Jets take an icing. I noticed on this Sunday Central Time, snow on the roads, on the snow on the roofs of some buildings close to my own, with a view of such buildings from my bedroom, with a sliding screen door windows of my condo. Sweet. I hope we get a lot more snow. I want snow for the Grey Cup. It just feels right, you know. Ducks with it. In neutral ice, they're going to try to put that up there. Stanley tries to take it. He's not going to get it. Lowry's going to grab that. He's going to go back for Stanley. Puts that over for Pionk. Back for Stanley behind the net. He'll put that up for Lowry, but he'll miss that. And then the Ducks will dump that back in. Pionk has it. He's got a ton of time. Nobody on him. Ducks going to pressure behind. He's going to put that up. Kyle Connor's going to have it. First line out there for the Jets. Connor going to go around from the side. He'll take a shot on DeStahl, and the Ducks will corral it and get that out. And Cutter Gauthier with a shot. Nice save by Comrie, and that's going to get put over to the side there. And Scheifele's going to pick that up. Puts that for DeMello, and DeMello will put that all the way down, and it's going to be icing against the Jets. Even if the snow somehow melts off those roofs of those buildings, cold temperatures have become a reality in Toronto. It's November after all, so I'm not surprised. I'm happy I didn't have to break out the shovel yet, Dave. You know what? On one hand, it's nice not having to shovel. On the other hand, keeps me active. You know what I mean? Sometimes I need to get out there and lift some shit. You know. Please tell me. I bet now over 6.5 or under. I'd say under. I don't see this being over 6.5. I said that already. Ducks with it. 3-on-2. They're going to drive behind. Going to try to do a wraparound on Comrie, but Comrie sees it coming. And he makes the save. DeMello and Morrissey passing it back and forth. They're going to put that all the way down. Ducks pick that up in their own zone. And then it's going to go all the way down. Comrie will stop it there for Morrissey. Morrissey going to pick it up. He's going to skate with it. Over for Nemesnikov. He'll drop that, and the Jets will dump it down. Going after it. That's going to be Cole Perfetti in there. And he's going to lose the battle there. Jets doing a lot of dump and chase hockey, but the problem is they're dumping it great. They're just not chasing it. Okay, thanks. Under 6.5. Yes. That's what I would do. If you're wrong, that's your own fault. You're betting. But if you're asking me if it was my money, what I would do, that's the answer. Holy crap, nobody in Anaheim went to this game. That is an empty building. So. Ducks with it in their own end. And they're going to take their time to figure out exactly what they want to do here. And they're going to put that up for Troy Terry. He's going to put it for Leo Carlson, and it'll go off the blocker and into the glass there. Ducks with it. They're going to drop that. Jets going to try to pick that up, but they can't. And it goes back for Shen. Luke Shen going to make the pass on the side for Tanner Pearson. He'll put that across for Chiprikov. He'll dump that down. And Parker Ford's going to go down to chase it. Chiprikov tries to get it on the side wall. He can't, and the Ducks will go down. Leo Carlson through center, going to put that across, and it's going to be offside, ruled against the Ducks. Need a greasy one. Yes, they do. I live in a multi-story building, and I haven't had to shovel snow from any front sidewalk. Well, I don't have one, as I live under a dozen floors up from the library. Last time I shoveled snow for anyone was in 2019 while my parents had been on vacation, and my brother was at university in California. Oh, there you go. Ducks going to win the draw. They're going to shoot that down. Pionk in our own zone, but he's going to take it. He's going to put that up for Nino Niederreiter. Nino will put that into neutral ice. And the Ducks will grab that. And they're going to go through. It's going to be Gauthier. He'll dish that onto the side. There'll be a shot, and the Ducks are going to go wide. Slap shot from the point, and then Comrie makes the save. Vamos Jets. What do you mean? What's Vamos mean? You think the Ducks got this? Certainly looking good for them. I am hoping for my Jets, but I've seen the way they played the last few games. I've screened them, and it's not looked good. Jets not really able to get much of offense. They're going to try to keep that in. DeMello will take a shot, and he'll go off the blocker of the Stahl and into the netting above. Watch that black ice. Those Ducks certainly haven't been sitting down. No, they're not. Jets with it. Scheifele has it. He's going to put that across for Connor. Connor can't really corral it, and he'll put that down for Scheifele. Scheifele going to put that up to the point for Morrissey. Cross for Connor in a good spot and score! Kyle Connor from the slot! A really good feed from Morrissey. And the Jets are on the board! Woo! Yeah, I'm not sure if Gabriel Velarde gets a tip on that, but really good play. Scheifele goes back up to Morrissey. Then he sees Connor right in a great spot, and he's going to shoot that. And let's see here. And actually, that's going to go off the defenseman and beat the Stahl, as Velarde does not get a tip on it. Just a really, really good job by Connor to get in a nice spot on the ice. And with a deflection off their own man from another guy screening to Stahl, that allows the Jets to get on the board. Woo! Good goal by Kyle Connor. Let's see it here. Ducks now battling down low. They're going to try to get this back if they can. They're going to dish that to the point. Oh my goodness, a dangerous tip as it approaches the net. And so, Jets going to have to try to keep that out there. Ducks going to try to keep this in their own zone. They'll dump that down. And Ross Johnston puts that low, and Stanley's now battling for it. Ducks with it. They'll put that to the point. Slap shot, and that's going to go wide. Ian Moore's shot was wide of Comrie, sorry. Jets get that out, and Kyle Connor's going to dump that down. Nemesnikov skating after it. That bouncing puck is going to get through. And oh my goodness, Dylan DeMello's caught flat-footed, and the ref's arm goes up. There's going to be a delayed penalty. Probably a slashing, my guess, against Dylan DeMello. And yep, it's going to be slashing going against Dylan DeMello, as Dylan DeMello's caught flat-footed. He tries to get a stick on it, and I think he slashes him either in the stick or on the hands. Oh, whoops. I got the power play for the wrong one. If winning hockey games is your goal, watch the donut, not the hole. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Ducks are 1 for 1 tonight on the power. Are they 1 for 1, or did they have another power play? That graphic came up, but I thought they had a second power play, but maybe not. Let's see here. Ducks on the power play, though. Shots are 13-12 for Anaheim with 14-13 left in the second period. Jets going to pick that up in their own zone, and they'll dump that down. Carlson's going to put that across. Lots of passing there for Troy Terry and Leo Carlson. And Lacombe puts that down onto the side for Anaheim. Puts that back up. Lacombe onto the side. Going to shoot, and it's going to be wide of Comrie. Leo Carlson has it on the side for the Ducks. He's going to try to bounce that back, but there's some battling on the side wall with Alex Iafallo. And they're going to try to put that across for a zone entry. Cutter Gauthier goes in and eats a nice hit from Josh Morrissey. Morrissey throwing the hits there. Now, Ducks kind of chasing hits there as Chris Kreider tries to hit him back to very little success. Leo Carlson puts that across. Lacombe puts that down low for Troy Terry. Back for Lacombe. Lacombe at the top tries to put that down low. Good block by Neil Pionk. And now there's going to be a backhand, from Kyle Connor. And they will get that all the way down. 25 seconds left in the man advantage here for the Ducks. I trust in the comeback. Come back, Winnipeg. Come on. So, other penalty kill unit is out there now with Lowry and I think that's Chibrikov. Or is that Tanner Pearson? That's Tanner Pearson, yeah. So, Duck's going to try to get that in. Lowry's going to pick that up, and he's going to shoot it all the way down the ice as the power play expires. So, Jets successfully kill that off. So, good kill there, and the Ducks will ice that all the way down, and the Jets are going to get an offensive zone faceoff. So, Taves and the rest of the second line going to come out for Winnipeg. Taves taking the draw there for Winnipeg. Big scrum in there. And the Jets will pick that up. Slap shot from the point. It's going to go out weirdly at the other side. Misses the net, but almost bounces around the other side for almost a rebound off the back wall. And Zellweger is going to try to get that near the net, but he can't for the Ducks as the Ducks now in the offensive zone. Ducks defenseman dealing with that. They're going to put that down low. And Alex Kaloran has it on the side. Kaloran going to try to make a feed through for Gauthier, but he's not going to find it. And now the Jets are going to go down on a 2-on-1. Cole Perfetti into Mesnikov. But good play by the defender there is going to prevent it from being too dangerous. Good slide there for the defenseman. Ducks put this into neutral ice. It's going to go down on Comrie. Now, DeMello putting that across as the Jets break out through neutral ice. Scheifele's going to try to beat him wide as the first line's out there for Winnipeg. Scheifele rounding around the net. And DeMello gets challenged there, but the Jets are going to keep that in. And Morrissey's going to pinch there, but the Ducks are going to get that out. So Kyle Connor, good back check there for him. As he's getting a little bit of pressure, he'll put that up for DeMello. DeMello stuck on the side wall there. And the Ducks trying to get that out, but the Jets will grab it. Connor puts that in for Velarde Zander, the zone. Going to put it down low. It's going to bounce off the back wall for Scheifele. Scheifele battling on the side wall. Velarde has it. He's getting pressured there, though, and he's going to lose it there as the Ducks going to make the breakout. They're going to put that over the red line and dump that down so they can get a change as Luke Schen's going to have it for Winnipeg. Try to make a hit on Luke Schenn. Not the best idea. And Alex Iafallo is going to put that off the glass into neutral ice. And the Lowry line out for Winnipeg as he's going to pick that up. He's going to put that all the way down the ice. And Niederreiter's going to pressure there. Jets now in the offensive zone. That hard-hitting third line out for Winnipeg. Lowry's going to put that down for Iafallo. Iafallo's going to try to feed it for Niederreiter, and he can't quite get it to his stick. Iafallo pressuring down low. Jets now really starting to get something going. They put it for Iafallo, and it's going to get wide. Good chance there Stanley going to put that on the side for Lowry. Lowry's putting that down low. Ducks starting to swing at it. They're a little bit tired there. Iafallo battling with it. Jets trying to keep this in, and they do. And it's going to go around the other side as Ian Moore is going to get that out of the zone for the Ducks. And they're going to put that all the way down. Ducks desperately needed a change. They finally get it. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period. Comrie with a stretch pass for Parker Ford. Parker Ford puts that across, and Tanner Pearson can't get it done. Now the Ducks going all the way down. 3-on-2, but that's going to get broken up by Chibrikov as he comes on the back check. Jets going to get that out. Tanner Pearson going down the wall. He's going to drop that. Shot there, played. Oh my goodness, and now that was DeMello who was the trailer. Nearly got a shot off there. Jets getting some good chances, and it's going to go out of play. Chibrikov with a good shot there. On to Stahl, goes off the blocker and into the netting. Would you say Ducks is a top 4 team right now? I don't know. I'd have to check. I'm not going to lie. I've been so zoned in on CFL right now that I have not been as... Fuck, the Devils are doing really good. Damn. They quite literally are a top 4 team right now. I just went to grab a snack. What the hell? Yeah, Jets are actually putting some pressure now. How we doing, folks?
Life comes at you fast. When it comes to safe, secure electronics recycling for residents, businesses, and the environment, all you have to do is bring it. Safe.
Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And also, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link in the description below to the Discord that we have for this channel, as well as Canadian Football Central. Lots of CFL coverage there, as well as NHL and other sports. Lots of good chats happening there. So join the Discord if you haven't already. Ducks are tied for 4th place with 4 other teams. Who are they tied with? No, they're not. So the Ducks in points are tied with Dallas and Pittsburgh. However, Anaheim has more wins than them because then the other teams make up for those points with overtime losses. Man, Ducks, they look good. They do look good. The Ducks are good this year. I can see the Ducks making the playoffs this year. They seriously, they look like that rebuild is coming to an end. Let's go Jets, baby. Kick some Ducks ass. Absolutely. Jets with it now. In the offensive zone, Scheifele's going to try to put that towards the net. Ducks kind of scrambling around their own zone. They'll grab it, though. They go through neutral ice. Try to make a move there on Morrissey, but he'll pick that up. Scoops that up. DeMello going to try to put that off the wall and out, but he can't. Flaherty tries to get a stick on it. He can't either. And they're going to put that onto the side. Dangerous chance there. But Seneke will miss that. Ducks bring it to the point. He gets pressured by Scheifele. That gets put down. Morrissey down low trying to place him defensively, but he's going to lose it there. And now the Ducks going to get a shot on Comrie and a rebound. And that's going to beat him 5-hole. Seneke with his second of the night. Comrie takes the first one, but the rebound beats him 5-hole. And we got a 3-1 game. Damn it. Unfortunate because the Jets were playing decent here, but the Ducks got just a bit of momentum, got into the offensive zone, put some pressure on Comrie, and they'll beat him 5-hole on a rebound. As the problem here is that Connor tries to make the pass out and then he leaves his post to try to move forward, but then the Jets lose it, and now Connor's not there. And so, yeah, Comrie's got to keep his stick down to cover that, but he just can't, so. Ducks will score. Damn, that bites. These Jets seem to be sitting Ducks with the standing up Ducks. Up 3-1. Oh boy. And Kaloran takes a shot there, and it's going to go out of play. Nara Miltoyan says, "Go Ducks." Ah, we got a Ducks fan in the chat. Chris Critter looked good in that team. Yeah. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Jets fans, Ducks fans, fans of all other teams. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, and subscribe. We're at 13 likes. Can we get it to 15? I think we certainly can. No doubt a goal Comrie would like to have back. Yeah. I'll give him credit where credit's due. He does get the first one there, but if you're a goaltender getting beat 5-hole, you never like getting beat 5-hole. But at the end of the day, we got to put up a little bit more offensively. So that is one empty looking arena. I know. I was like, I'm not crazy. I'm looking at it and I'm like, that looks, which is crazy because earlier this year they set an attendance record. Jets gonna put that up and they're gonna dump that all the way down. Jets going to get that to the point, but the Ducks will then pick that up. Battling in neutral ice. Iafallo trying to get a stick on it. And Stanley will help out. He'll put that across. Good pass there for Niederreiter, and he tries to get that for Lowry, but he can't get it in. And we got a whistle now. And it looks like the Ducks here are going to get a holding call. As I believe that's Ryan Poling going to the box for Anaheim. Yep. So it's going to be a power play for the Ducks. So you have to imagine this is a huge opportunity for the Jets. Just got scored on. Finally had some momentum going. And before that, if you're the Jets, you want to tie the, you want to get this back to just a 1-goal deficit. By the way, go Jets go. Go Jets go indeed. Let's see. I wish I could see a few Jets games. Toronto prices are off the charts. Problem is Winnipeg is about a 24-hour drive from here. Yeah. Actually, Rod, if you are living in Toronto, I know ticket prices are through the roof, although for Leafs games for the most part. Me and Zach are actually going to be seeing a Jets game in Toronto this year. And that will be on New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, me and Zach are going to be in Toronto for that game. So if you want to say hi there, we will be at that game in Toronto because we're at the January 1st game in Toronto, and then we are going to be driving from Toronto to Ottawa for January 3rd to see the Jets versus Senators game. Cool, yeah. KeyBank Center and Amerint Bank Arena. What's Amerint Bank? I know KeyBank is Buffalo. Amerint Bank Arena. Which one's that? The Canes won in Toronto. It's always a good day when the Leafs lose. I would never want to go to a Leafs game. I live about 3 hours from Toronto. Oh, I see. PLE guest point. What do you mean? 6.5 or under. I still think we're gonna get like under 6.5. They're fans. Yeah, but if you win against Toronto in Toronto, it feels really not like that's the thing about being a fan on the road. Firstly, don't be rude, be very respectful. You can be excited about your team, but be very respectful when you're on the road. As they're allowing you into their building. Yeah, even if they don't reciprocate that back, because sometimes you don't. New Jersey! Excuse me. One hell of a cough. Yeah, New Jersey was terrible. Not gonna lie. Like, definitely the worst experience we've had in it. Like, just actively incredibly rude. And didn't have that. Long Island is actually one of the nicest places we were in. Funny enough. So, Jets on the power play, though, now. On the sidewall. Looking for it. Taves set up in the middle there. He's now got it. He goes out to the side. Up for Pionk. Pionk with a shot towards the net, and that's going to hit a defender. As Niederreiter is going after it, and the Ducks will shoot that all the way down. Merritt Bank Arena is the Panthers Arena. Gotcha. So were the Ducks, not the Ducks, the Panthers play. Nice. I've been a fan since our team was hot dog crap. There you go. Feels good when you watch a terrible team turn into a good team. I know that as a Jets fan. Connor with it. Down low in the corner. Tries to put that up for Scheifele. It's going to go all the way through to Morrissey. He puts that down for Velarde. Velarde with it in the corner. He's going to put that around for Scheifele. Scheifele ducks. Really aggressive penalty kill there. And now that's going to go through. And Morrissey's skating after it. But Eric Comrie is going to go out of his net and play that there. Good play by Comrie. And that's going to go up for Scheifele. Drops it for Velarde. Velarde getting pressured there. Going to put that for Connor. Connor on the side. Looking for a shot lane. There's nothing there. He goes up for Morrissey. Back for Connor on the side. 25 seconds left in the power play. Connor skating through. Looking for a shot lane. Can't quite find it. Puts that up for Morrissey. Back for Connor. Connor on the side wall for Morrissey. Connor swings around to the other side. Morrissey puts that down for Scheifele. Scheifele for Velarde. He's going to put a chance out in front. He can't quite get it. And the Ducks will shoot it down. And now Comrie will stop it behind the net as the man advantage expires as Dylan DeMello picks it up. Some good chances for the Jets there. Actually got some sustained zone pressure. Didn't score there, but definitely an improvement over past power plays we've seen. As Fleury tries to play it there, but it's then blocked. And Cutter Gauthier has it on Comrie. Comrie covers the 5-0 this time. Gauthier thinks he can beat him there, but Comrie learned his lesson, and he's got it there. Tanner Pearson gets it over the line there. Puts it down. Fourth line out there for the Jets. Chipperkoff, he's going after it. Parker Ford tries to help him out. And now puck goes through to center. Stanley grabs it. He'll dump that down. Now the Ducks going to pick it up in their own zone. Through center. They're going to dump that down. Ducks going to chase after it. Jets looking to ideally get a nice breakout here. Cutter Gauthier going to spin around and take a shot from bad angle, but that's going to miss the net there. And he's got it there, Gauthier, and that's going to go off a shin pad and bounce into neutral ice. Ducks going to dump that down. 4:10 left in the second period. Shots are 16-14 in favor of the Ducks. Jets drop that for Connor, or no, not Connor, Perfetti, as they are going into the offensive zone. 81-91, they look similar. Comrie has it, puts that for Stanley. That goes up for Perfetti. And DeMello moves through. That second line up there for the Jets. That's going to get dropped for Cole Perfetti. Shot towards the net. DeMello tries to get a good tip on it. Now Nemesnikov crashes the net. And now Morrissey down on the side in the offensive zone. He gets tripped up. And it's going to be no call there as the Ducks are going to get this breakout. They're going to put that onto the side wall for Johnston. Johnston going to try to make a feed there, but Comrie's going to get in the way. And it looks like Cole Perfetti is going to be going to the box for the Jets here. Not sure what for. I didn't see it, but it's going to be a power play for the Ducks. On bus ride home, MJHL vibes fly. We had a karaoke. Shout out to Vernon from the Paw who recognized me at the hotel. Nice. There you go, Zach. What the fuck is going on with the Jets? Lol, these guys are these are winnable games and they're just clearly being outworked. I will say the Ducks are actually doing the Ducks are actually doing well this year. I'll give credit where credit's due there. The LA and the San Jose game, there's no excuse for it. But they did start this flat. Anyways, I feel so happy for you all to have a team back in 2011, 2012. Yeah. Thanks, man. If Ducks score, I'm going to bed. What are your thoughts on Lambeau? Seems they are not putting him in position to be successful from the jump. I don't mind where they've put him in the sense of that at the end of the day, if you're as great of a player as they say you are, you're going to be able to make at least some success from not being given as much. Like in the sense of you want to play with Scheifele, you want to play with Perfetti, you want to play with Taves. You got to kind of earn your spot to get on that line. That's how a guy like Perfetti kind of got in there. Now there was also some faith put in him, fair enough, but I don't know. Like Lambert, he's been okay. He just needs more time, you know. But there have been some games where he didn't have quite the step I expected in him. So let's see here. Perfetti is around the point, and they're going to call that interference. I'm not going to lie. That's a really weak call. But then again, they also had called a really weak holding penalty against the Ducks earlier, so it's essentially the same call, so it's at least consistent. Man, what the fuck, Jets? Cali road trip going awful. Yeah, no, it's not going well. Ducks going to grab it in the Jet zone. Good job by Parker Ford to go after it. And now Lowry's going to go all the way down and be the first after it. Goes for a crazy backhander towards DeStal. And Parker Ford's going to really pressure here. Going to show some great hustle. Good job, Parker Ford, pressuring on the penalty kill. First time watching hockey, not gonna lie. How many periods in a hockey game? There are 3 periods in a hockey game, unless it is tied and it goes to a short 3-on-3 overtime. Instead of hockey's usually 5-on-5, it goes to 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, and then it goes to a shootout. 3 shooters each side, and then afterwards, if it's not decided, then sudden death shootout. Except for the playoffs, which is a little different. Instead of having a normal overtime, it's still 5-on-5. And 20 minutes periods, and they will do continuous periods of sudden death until somebody scores. In the playoffs, just in the playoffs. And so occasionally games will be like 7 periods long, like just ridiculous. Kind of like baseball in that sense, where it could just be ridiculously long. But good save by Comrie there on the man advantage. So that's kind of hockey. I appreciate you tuning into hockey, man. You know, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, guys, and subscribe to the channel. We predominantly cover the Winnipeg Jets in hockey, but we also cover the Winnipeg Blue Bombers of the Canadian Football League. And sometimes do some live streams of some other stuff to cover the World Series. I wanted to talk about to Zach about the idea of maybe doing some World Juniors, maybe doing some Olympics, that sort of stuff. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. And hey, credit to you for getting into hockey. We want to spread the sport around. So appreciate checking out my crazy Canadian ass. A minute left in the man advantage here. Ducks going to fire that down. Comrie behind his net to play it. There's a little bit too much going out there. And the Ducks try to put that out in front, but they're accidentally going to put it all the way down the ice. Trouba has it for the Ducks. And he'll put that for McTavish, and then the Jets will get it and put it all the way down. Let's go, Jets. Come on. Pull through. Pull through, indeed. Trouba going to drop that. And Ducks going to break out as Troy Terry goes in. And he's going to put that in. And the Ducks are going to miss at the blue line. Really mismanaged power play here for Anaheim. The Jets haven't really done much, but they haven't really had to. So, Ducks making it in there. Oh, big mistake for Scheifele going all the way up high. But Ducks are going to try to get that towards the net. Some chances in front, and a good cover by Comrie to put that play to an end. Love the commentary, brother. Thanks, man. I'm trying my best. Canada should have 5 more NHL teams. Quebec City, Hamilton, Halifax, London, St. John's. I don't know if I fully agree with that all those would be able to support it, but I think that for sure Quebec City could. Hamilton, Hamilton for sure an AHL team. Absolutely. Not sure if they'd be able to do an NHL. Actually, maybe. If you count people that would go to those games, maybe from Mississauga and other parts of Toronto looking for an affordable game, because the Leafs have become so unaffordable. Maybe. Never going to happen, though. I will say there is a chance that Quebec someday gets a team. It's not through expansion, though. They would need a Eastern Conference team to be struggling and potentially relocate. So the 2 teams I would look at, and the reason I'm saying is because at some point in their history have had faced some instability, would be the Carolina Hurricanes and the Florida Panthers. Unless, I don't know, maybe someday the Ducks, or not the Ducks, the Lightning are just absolutely terrible. But hey, that's how we, or if Atlanta gets a team and it folds again and they have a 3rd team go to Canada, which... That's why if you're a Canadian fan, you should have nothing wrong with an Atlanta expansion, because we got the Flames, we got the Jets because of it. So I'm okay with them giving it another try, and maybe that gets Quebec their team. Kristen Fourier says, "Go Ducks." So they are a Ducks fan. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you tuning in. Pinky Monger is also a Ducks fan. We appreciate all our viewers in the stream, Jets or Ducks. Why Eastern? Avs are Western? The Avalanche are Western. I'm saying is that the NHL really does not want, like, Detroit was in the West. They did not like that they were in the West. That made that very clear. They were moved to the East, and they're very happy with that. And they do not want to go back to the West. A lot of people think it's as simple as moving them back to the West. Detroit would not move back to the West without kicking and screaming. They want the easier travel schedule in the East. So it would most likely need to you need because you need that East-West balance. Oh, and now the Ducks are going to go down. It's going to be a 2-on-1. They're going to try to put that across, but two Ducks run into each other and they can't get it. 26 seconds left in the second period. Jets with it. Second line out there. Jonathan Taves going to be stripped up of the puck, but then Pionk will get it and get a shot towards the net. Ducks put that up the side wall. 15 seconds left, and it's in neutral ice. Morrissey grabs it, and he's going to dump that down for Nemesnikov, and that's going to be offside against the Jets with 7.3 seconds left in the second period. Shots are 20-15 for the Ducks. 32 teams is about as big as you should want to get it. More would just water it down. I'm not sure. When they had 30 teams, I thought that 32 may water it down, but then they did 32, and I'm not sure. You have to realize players have gotten better. Like the gap between NHL and AHL is a lot closer than it used to be. So I could see the NHL will realistically go to 36. What did they do when Quebec moved to the Western Conference? Was that when the Wings moved? No. The Wings moved to the East when the Jets came back because Atlanta relocates to Winnipeg. Winnipeg for 1 year is in the East because they already had the schedule made for the Thrashers, so the Jets just inherited that schedule. So they had a bad schedule for 1 year, and they were in the East. But then the next year, to even it out, the Jets were moved to the West, and the Red Wings were moved to the East. It was a little bit more complicated when the Avalanche came in, because you have to realize that was because of, it wasn't just the like there were multiple relocations at the time. There were multiple. I don't remember exactly how it all went. I think at the time the Jets was at 6 divisions as well instead of just the 4 that they have now. But there have been teams that have moved back and forth. I think the Red Wings have moved back and forth before, but again, they have not liked that, you know. And so I think they would have an issue with it, and owners now have a little bit more say with that sort of stuff than they necessarily used to before. I gotta say, you guys need more MLB teams like Vancouver, Montreal. I 100% agree. I actually think Vancouver is the best place to go in Canada for baseball, not Montreal. Not that Montreal isn't, but I think that Vancouver, there's just more money in Vancouver. But I think Montreal is still a great choice. And that MLB needs to expand at least one more team north of the border. Baseball is doing terrible in my state when it comes to attendance. What state are you in? I'm trying to remember. Chicago is like the only original 6 team in the West. Are they the only one in the West left? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, that's true. Baseball is doing terrible in my state when it comes to... Oh, I already read that. Shit. Also, I forgot to update this. Florida. The Marlins and Rays are doing terrible in attendance. To be fair, at least to the Rays, it's because their building got like destroyed by a hurricane. I don't know if it was doing well before that, but I know the Marlins have been bad. Isn't it because the Marlins don't like their payroll is like, because baseball is a very pay to win sport, And aren't the Marlins, like, not paying anything? And so their team just constantly sucks? I could be wrong, but that's stuff that I've heard. How we doing, folks? I want to hear from you in the chat. Also, make sure you guys leave a like on the live stream and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's take a look. How many likes we got? We got 18 likes. Let's get that bumped up to 20. I believe in you, folks. And we are at 2,476 subscribers. If we can get to 2,480, I certainly think we can. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Rays have bad attendance because the team isn't even in Tampa Bay. It's in St. Pete's. That's true, yeah. Yeah, because of what happened. They had a fire sale after they won the World Series titles. Damn. But I'm a Yankees fan. I'm not a fan of the Yankees. I'm sorry, my friend.
Jacuzzi True is the world's first 99.99% chlorine hot tub. No harsh chemicals or salts required. Discover true water only from Jacuzzi.
With Amex Platinum, $400 in annual credits for traveling.
What's that? Ducks and fried eggs. You frying their eggs? Damn.
That's the powerful backing of Amex.
Brian Burke is the best GM we ever have. We ever have. There you go. But congrats on beating us. No worries. I won't attack. I appreciate the class, man. Much respect. Much respect. You Yankees have seen a lot of success, I will say. I'm not going to say the Yankees suck, because they don't. Dakey says, hello, hello.
Story 600 points, and he's had a number of chances throughout the course of the game. And one thing Connor doesn't take him much to strike. So when he gets volume, he's going to get chances to score goals, and eventually he's going to score. And we heard Kevin talking about the release of Kyle Connor.
Rod says subscribe. Rod is right. You should subscribe. Thanks, man. And again, if you haven't already, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to the Discord. As lots of NHL chat out there. Winnipeg Jets as well as other teams. So make sure you guys join up. As well as CFL football and other sports chat down there. Should the Jets hit the panic button yet, or is it still too early in the season? Too early in the season. Let's see. Jets, they're good in the regular season. What about playoffs? The Jets have had success in the playoffs before. They've had some failures as well. I would not say that they are the worst playoff team, but I wouldn't say that they're the best either. I mean, we're talking about a team that has gone to the conference finals before. They got to the second round before, but I'm not going to pretend like they're some playoff masters. Carter, they made me sit in the corner. I was too loud. Yes, too close to home broadcast. I heard about this. I was listening to your broadcast, Zach, and me and Dad pissed ourselves laughing because there was a play and you couldn't see. I think it was a penalty, and you couldn't see the call. And you're like, yeah, and I couldn't see it because I was put in the corner here. Me and Dad just started pissing ourselves laughing, man. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. Are you going to Grey Cup? Yes, I am. I'll be there. I have my ticket. In California, all we care playoffs. Oh yeah. In general, we try to care for as much as we can. Regular season certainly sets up playoffs. Big Monarchs win 7-3. That is a big win. Jesus. Carlson, man, what a player we have in Anaheim. He's very good, man. He is. I told the boys they had to point to all of us in the corner like the MLB players do on a home run trot when they point to the bullpen in the outfield. Beers from Rod, hell yeah. How we doing, folks? I want to hear from you in the chat. What's new? What do you like? What do you not like? What questions you have? All sorts of shit.
When it comes to safe, secure electronics recycling for residents, businesses, and the environment, all you have to do is bring it. Safe, fast, easy. Find out what and where to recycle. RecycleMyElectronics.ca.
Are you still using harsh chemicals or salt in your hot tub? Jacuzzi True is the world's first 99.99% chlorine-free hot tub. No harsh chemicals or salts required. Discover true water only from Jacuzzi. You can become a Minnesota millionaire this year
Just by getting your ticket to the HSC Millionaire Lottery today.
Call or go online and get your life-changing ticket.
You don't need HSC. HSC needs you.
Like you, the Hyundai Elantra is driven to do more. With more
You think Mark Scheifele getting over 2 shots on goal? I certainly hope. So.
of what you want to hear. More peace of mind. And more ways to get the Hyundai Elantra. Or the
Second intermission. Inside the Honda Center. Strike for California. Down to, again, after. As promised, Evans with one of the things about
I do have family that live up north in Buffalo. I would go to Sabres games. Oh, nice. Might go to one next month. There you go. Are you going to Brad Paisley? I am not. I'm not a country fan. I grew up in rock and roll. I listened to heavy metal. That was what I grew up on. So I don't have like a problem with country. It's just like I wouldn't spend my money on it personally. But you know, all power to people who want to do it. I don't have a big problem with country like some people do. It's just not for me. You know. I'm thinking of going to some Grey Cup celebration things. But I haven't decided what all I'm going to. I'm considering the CFL Fans Fight Cancer event the day before at the Tavern United. Considering the NWT Polar Bears thing that they're doing over at King's Head at the pub. So, thinking of doing that. Getting flocked, says Todd Peterson. Who is? Who's your favorite metal bands? My favorite band is Avenged Sevenfold, but I got a ton of bands that I like. Like, you know, whether it's kind of old school metal, some Judas Priest, some Iron Maiden, earlier Metallica stuff, Megadeth, any of that sort of stuff in the 80s. Even and then some more later stuff, some Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet for My Valentine, Breaking Benjamin's kind of in between rock and metal, but that some other stuff, some Biscuit, some Linkin Park, Slipknot, Gojira. Really been into Gojira recently. A lot of prog stuff, some Motorhead. There you go. Yeah, who doesn't love some Motorhead? I've been to a rock concert. Rock concerts are a lot of fun. Judas Priest for sure. Hell yeah. Judas Priest is my first concert. I'm trying to remember, how old was I? I was 12. Do you know the IC Boys? I'm gonna need, like, what does that stand for? IC. I'm gonna need a little bit more information on that. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. I listen to some Rammstein, even some Rob Zombie, like even a lot of rock as well, like Rush, you know, Saint Asonia, 3 Days Grace, Billy Talent, Cedar, Shinedown. I'm trying to think what else. A lot of those bands. I have such a wide variety of stuff within the rock and roll metal community that I listen to. Occasionally, some stuff else outside that as well. Some Papa Roach. Occasionally, some non-rock or metal stuff, but mostly that. Even like some like old school Fall Out Boy before they kind of got more poppy. Excited that Our Lady Peace is doing the kickoff show. Excited for that. Yeah, Disturbed. Who else do I got here? Some Demons and Wizards. Default, Def Leppard. AC/DC saw Thunderstruck in the Saddle Dome. Cannons damn near Wade one death for those about to rock. There you go, man. For those about to rock. Nice. Never seen I've been to a ton of concerts. Never seen AC/DC though. Jets behind by 2. Looking to tie it up.
No matter what the final score, one way you're guaranteed to win is by ordering Santa Lucia. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Santa Lucia Pizza. It's all about you.
See, been listening to some Mastodon lately. I've listened to a bit of Mastodon, not a ton. I've been listening to so much Gojira recently. I have been going through a crazy Gojira phase ever since I saw them. They opened for Karn, and I've been into them a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I lost my shit when I heard they were doing the Olympics in Paris, and then I saw it, and it was just awesome. Could be the Oilers behind by 8. That's true. Illegal Curve, Drew Mindell, Dave Minook, Ezra, good Jets pod that's been around for a while. Yeah. Zach, my co-host, or not my brother Zach, who me and him both do this channel. I know he's going to be doing some stuff with Illegal Curve in this next year. Anyways, how long you been a Jets fan? As long as they've been around, since they came back in 2011. The whole rock concert thing is a pass of me now. All of the good bands are dinosaurs now, and the fans are in wheelchairs. There are a lot of I'm sorry, I got to interject there. I strongly disagree. There are a lot of good bands that are dinosaurs now. I would passionately disagree that all of the good bands are dinosaurs out. There are a lot of newer bands that are very, very good. That you kind of have to do a bit of some digging to find them, but the bands like 3 Days Grace really, really kicking it. Avenged Sevenfold, there's a ton of modern bands that are doing really good. They just don't have the same mainstream publicity that a lot of those older bands were fortunate to get. So sorry, I have to disagree there. But you do have to search a little bit more for them. I'll say that. The Paris show for the Olympics was one for the ages. Kudos there. Yes. When does the game start again? Starts right now. We're in the third period now. And the Ducks are going to get it in the Jets zone. Ducks on offense. They're going to get that to the point. And then Nino Niederreiter is going to get around him. He's going to beat him to that puck. Good hustle by Nino there. Third line out there. Alex Iafallo out there. Lowry gets that to the point there. And that's going to get shot and it'll get blocked by a defender. And Pionk tries to get a pass over for Lowry. Goes off a skate and doesn't get to him. Troy Terry moving it in. Tries to get that across for the Ducks. And a dangerous chance there as Comrie wasn't ready for the slide. But no shot goes off there. But the Ducks will keep that in. And they'll keep that down. Stanley trying to pressure him on the side. Cutter Gauthier there. Taves goes after him. But Ducks will shoot that up and wide. And it goes around and out of the zone. Let's see. Glad to hear you keeping the faith, Carter. There's hope out there, I guess. There is. It's not mainstream, but there is still a lot of good stuff there. Perfetti's putting that out in front and a shot, and it's going to go wide. Ducks with it. Pass into neutral ice. Ducks step over the red line and dump that down. And that'll be Taves that takes that there. And he'll dump that down a little bit now, and the Ducks will pick that up. Circling through center. And he's going to skate that through, get a shot on Comrie, but from a bad angle, he's not going to do anything with it. Ducks put that up to the point. Shot there, and it's going to get blocked, and we got a whistle here. Do we have a penalty here? Dead South is a Canadian band I found and liked, new to me, but it's not metal. That's fine. Here, let me, I'm going to search that up and see if maybe I'll take a look at it later. Is it Dead South or The Dead South? I have to ask. Hockey intermissions take eternity. They do. They absolutely do. True that, Doyle. They absolutely do. Go Jets, go. Just Max says under 7. Yes. Ducks with it, and they're now on the power play here. As Jets got a penalty. I did not see what that penalty was. But power play here for the Ducks. Have it in the Jet zone up to the point. They're going to put that across. Back up to the point. They're going to put that onto the side. Gauthier puts that down low. They're going to try to do a pass across. Comrie gets there, but then he falls down, and now the Ducks have it. Oh, what a save by Comrie! As that's going to go to Cutter Gauthier, and Comrie, after being down on his chest, had to give up, gets up in time, reaches the glove out, makes a stop. Comrie sucks that puck in and denies Cutter Gauthier. I'm just an old chunk of coal now. I miss the crazy Detroit rock scene of the 80s. Ah, fair enough. It was rocking. Troy Terry with it at the point. He's going to circle that around, puts that across. Gauthier has it. He goes for the shot, and he fans on it. And then Jonathan Taves picks it up and sends it down the ice. In hell be good company, the Dead South Saskatchewan band. Interesting. Troy Terry through center. A lot of good Canadian bands, both in the past and in the present. lot of great Canadian bands. Damn it! And that's gonna go for Leo Carlson. And there's a screen in front, and Carlson shoots this down, and they score. Damn it. Third point of the night for Leo Carlson, as he's going to score a power play goal for the Ducks here. And we may be cooked. Yeah, and Alex Iafallo is just a complete screen on that play. Damn. That deserves an ace. Detroit Rock City. There you go. For fuck's sake. We need Sandberg back ASAP. Yeah, we do. Still 17 minutes left in the third. Jets now behind by 3. DeMello puts that up there for Scheifele. Scheifele puts that in. Lardy battling with that, puts it all the way down. The Ducks will pick it up in their own zone. Through center, Ducks put that down. DeMello plays it in the corner. He's going to put that up, and Scheifele can't take a handle on it. And the Ducks are going to shoot from the point, and it's going to go wide. That's going to be Jansen Harkins that's going to put that down for the Ducks, former Jet. Then Morrissey's going to pick that up for Winnipeg. Puts that for Connor. Connor dumps that down. Scheifele lets that a wrap around as Velarde doesn't grab it there. Ducks try to get the puck out there, but Velarde tried to get it, but his stick got caught, so he couldn't. Ducks now through center. And they're going to get a shot, and that's going to be a good save by Comrie and into the corner. Ducks now with it in the offensive zone. They have it down low. Going to take a short-angled shot at Comrie, but that's going to go wide. And now the Jets will make a breakout here. Connor has it through center. He's going to get that over onto the side. Shen tries to put that across, but now the Ducks are going to be on their way back, and they'll flip that down. Ducks are a different team from last season after trading for Kreider and hire Joe Quenneville. Yeah, that's right. And with John Gibson gone over in Detroit. Jets are just enjoying the holiday in Cali. No big deal. It really feels like it. That place held about 25,000. Oh, Cobo Hall in Detroit at the Bob Seger show. I see. Nice. Jets with it. They're going to put that down. And Parker Ford's going to chase after it. Parker Ford has had a good game. Oh, he's going to go into the boards in an ugly way there. But he gets up. He's a tough guy. A little bit of chippiness here down low. And Jets put that all the way down. And Nemesnikov will finish his check there in the corner. Jets with it in the neutral ice. Getting pressure. Going to put that across for Perfetti. Puts that for Nemesnikov. Nemesnikov back down. Tries to put that across for DeMello, but DeMello wasn't fully ready. And it's going to go over the blue, and he'll dump that down. So Perfetti gets onside. They go down low. Has it behind the net. Drops that for Taves. Taves can't quite get a stick on it. And now the Ducks are going to be pressuring. Perfetti in the corner. And now Taves has it. He tries to wrap around it in front, and he can't quite get it. Ducks now with the breakout. Through center. Goes for a drop pass without realizing his guy went for a change. Good hit thrown by Josh Morrissey as he picks it up behind the Jets net. Morrissey moving that up. He's going to pass that through center. Iafallo is going to grab it. He'll move through, and he'll put that down low for Lowry. Now Niederreiter behind the net. Assisting Lowry with it. It's going to go out in front, and they can't quite get it. And the Jets will put that down low. Battling for it with the Ducks, and they put it up to the point, but Pionk can't hold it in. And they're going to put it back down low, and the Jets forced to tag up. Troy Terry with it for the Ducks. He's going to dump it down in, but good catch by Pionk puts that across for Logan Stanley. Stanley skates that up through center, and he's going to chip that down on Dostal. And good play by Stanley, as well as the first line out there, Scheifele, to force an offensive zone faceoff. No Bombers off-season signings yet. I guess we got to wait till Grey Cup games is over next Sunday. They can't. They take their time with it. I really want them to re-sign O'Shea and shut up all the Argo fans.
Fast, easy. Find out what and where to recycle. Recyclemyelectronics.ca.
Hey, that goes in the recycling? Too much to carry that.
If you ever want to check out a rock band that did some real trailblazing, you might not know about it. It's the MC5. MC5.
Just by getting your tickets in the HSC Millionaire Lottery today.
Call or go online and get your life-changing ticket.
Oh, wow. From like the late 60s.
Some people say at Napa Auto Pro, ever since we've been servicing hybrid and electric vehicles, our connection with our customers has been even more uplifting. It's true. Napa Auto Pro. It's true.
Just second.
Wow.
Hey guys, sticks in the middle.
Yeah, I'll give you credit, Rod. That's impressive. I just listened to a little bit of their song "Kick Out the Jams," 1969. That's way ahead of its time. Like that type of sound really doesn't come till like the late 70s. I'm impressed. I'm gonna check more of that out. Good night, says Crazy Cat's Eyes fan. Good night, man. You have yourself a good evening. Doyle the Explorer. It seems like the Jets have been taking a page during the California portion of their road trip. Very much like how the Eagles song Hotel California. Lol, cheers, Cat. Do you think Chevy should have added someone better than Nyquist and Pearson to replace Ehlers in the offseason? I'm not sure because the Jets had to make some more signings and they needed the cap space, so I'm okay with that they made the deal that they made. Connor with it in the offensive zone. DeMello's going to put that towards the net. Scheifele tries to get a stick on it, but can't. There's going to be a shot towards the net, and now Connor's going to shoot from a short angle and nearly gets it, but the style gets to the post. I'm sure Comrie would want to have back the 5-hole style. Yep. Journey for beginners. I don't know. There's no doubt the Jets in California have hit their skids. Down 4-1 deep into the third period, having lost 2 straight games in regulation. And they've only gotten 1 goal out of those 2 games. And now, like right now, we're sitting at 2 goals in 3 games. That's bad. We got to bump that up, guys. When you play 3 games and the most goals you got out of any of those was 1, that's a problem. And Taves will take the draw for Winnipeg. He wins that back from Morrissey. Morrissey going to take a shot from the point. Jonathan Taves has been so good in the faceoff. I know at one point he was second in the National Hockey League for percentage this season. So, Mountain for a road trip, Nantucket sleigh ride. Rod might remember. My TV is frozen. How much time is left in the game? There's 12:47 left in the third period. It's 4-1 for the Ducks, and the shots are 19-18 in favor of Anaheim. Face off in the offensive zone there, but the Ducks will pick it up, and Morrissey will get it in neutral ice. They'll drop that for DeMello as he gets a bit of pressure there. Ducks playing a really high-pressure game, not giving an inch to the Jets. Now Ducks go into the zone. They're going to put that down low, and it'll go out of play. Oh. Let's see, 12.5 minutes left in the third. Jets get it behind their own net. They put that up for Nino. He bumps that back. And Ducks will strip them of the puck in the neutral zone and send that down. Jets not doing a whole lot here. And Fleury going to pressure there. Jets trying to make a breakout there, but Iafallo can't keep it on his stick. Ducks will turn around and send that down. Fleury there picking it up for the Jets. He's going to dish that over for Lowry. Lowry drops that for Nino. Nino Niederreiter takes a shot and it goes off a stick and towards the point. Stanley's going to put that down low. And a couple guys different missed, a couple different guys all missed that puck as it went around the side wall there. And the puck now goes into neutral ice. It's a bouncing puck, and it's going to get picked up by Nina Ryder. Now, Pionk and Stanley will deal with it there. Pairing actually decently well. Stanley's going to move through center ice and put that over for Jibrikov. He'll put that down low. Now, Parker Ford and Tanner Pearson there with him, pressuring. And the Ducks will get it and take that out. They're going to dump that down low. Stanley with it. He's going to put that across for Pionk. He can't corral it as Tanner Pearson goes to help him out. Jibrikov on the side wall. He'll bump that over for Parker Ford. Ford takes a couple sticks there as he's trying to get down low. Good hit by Parker Ford behind the net. Love the hustle from Parker Ford. I will say, for as much as the Jets haven't been playing well, he's been playing well. Jibrikov with a shot on the net, and it's going to be saved by DeStahl. And this is going to be 10:52 left in the third. Shots are 19 apiece. Still 4-1 Ducks. Whoa, hold on a second. We got a lot here. Third period, just under 13 left. I thought Canadians were supposed to be better at hockey. So if you didn't know, not all the players on Canadian teams are Canadians. And there's a lot of players on Anaheim, as well as a lot of American teams that are Canadian. So that's a little something you may not have known, which, so just in case you thought it was divided that way. Hey, Carter, are you still watching AEW, or you ditched it like almost everyone else? I haven't been watching a ton of wrestling in general recently. I've just been very, very busy, but I've been kind of keeping up with it. I still like AEW. A fan of AEW, fan of WWE. Honestly, I have a little bit more respect for AEW right now because their shows are affordable, and WWE prices out everyone, so only the rich can afford it, and that's just kind of unfortunate. Link picks if we get there. Jets better win the next game. They better, yeah. Connor with it down low for the Jets. He gets pressured, and he's going to get stripped of the puck as the Ducks will get into neutral ice. They're going to dump that down low. Comrie tries to stop that behind the net, but he can't. DeMello puts that around for Morrissey. Morrissey behind the net, going to let guys get a little bit of a change. Why'd they take away Scheifele's shot on goal? I don't know. Maybe they ruled that he missed it. He had 1, now 0. Ducks will walk in there, and they'll fire it wide. Anaheim in the offensive zone. Nemesnikov gets it, and he'll put that off the glass and out. And now Connor with a toe drag is going to try to beat the defenseman there. He gets a little bit of pressure, and he just can't get around him as Taves in there helping him out. Sorry, that was Perfetti. I get confused. I see 81 and 91, and I just... I miss it. Don't count those older bands out. They're old, but they still rock harder than anyone. They still rock hard. I'm not going to say than anyone, because there's some new bands that are doing some great stuff well, but I do well. Hey, Carter, you still watching AEW? I thought I already said that. Here, I just got to quickly check something. I will be back in just a second here. Sorry about that, folks. Let's see. Deep Purple, as far as concerts go, I've spoiled myself. Not much else to see for me. Nothing's going to top it. I've been to over 50 concerts. I've been to a ton. I go to as many as I can. I just love it. Canadians own 4 nations and Olympics, so Canadians have always been better at hockey. It's our game. True that, brother. But I will give credit. The Americans are very good. As much as it's our game. Maybe seeing Clapton with Cream on the Moon. I'd buy tickets to that. Meanwhile, over Rogers Arena in Vancouver, the Avs have a 4-3 lead on the Canucks with just over 10 minutes left in the third. Interesting. Don't know if I have the clash for that shuttle trip, though. Jets and Canucks will be facing each other in the next game. For each team, with the inconsistent Canucks going to be the host team. I was a fan of heavy music after seeing a Deep Purple tribute band at Lucifer's in Calgary. Never saw Deep Purple live, but in the best chance, perfection. Would be cool to see Deep Purple live. I'm just going to quickly close this door over here. One sec, folks. Got a big music discussion going on in the chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link in the description to the Discord down below. Lots of NHL chat there. It's the best place to talk some hockey, and as well as other sports. So make sure you guys join up if you haven't already. Looking at you guys. You music lovers. David, Todd, Rod. Join the Discord. Because then you guys can talk even when the stream isn't on. What's going on here? All right, so it looks like the Jets are going to get a power play here as the Ducks take a delay of game penalty. So Jets with it. Morrissey puts that onto the sidewall for Connor. Connor looking out, looking for a good angle there. Puts that down for Perfetti. For Morrissey. Onto the side for Connor. Connor slap shot, and it's going to go off his chest and stays in. Scheifele has it on the side. He gets a little bit of pressure there. Perfetti put it on the side for Connor. Shoots and it goes wide. And that's going to go out through center. God damn it. That shot looks so nice. Now Kyle Connor with it for the Jets. Going to fake the drop pass there and is going to put that through. Lardy has it. Puts that up to the point. Puts that across for Perfetti. Puts that down for Scheifele. Scheifele up for Morrissey. Connor on the side. He's got it. In the corner, looking for a decent angle for a pass. Up for Morrissey. Morrissey puts that on the side for Connor. Puck skips for a second there, but he's going to put that over for Perfetti, and he gets a shot, and Scheifele puts that back up for Morrissey. Over for Connor on the other side. Puts that over for Scheifele. Decent chance. And Morrissey will dish that for Connor, but Connor was not ready. Puts that down for Perfetti. Perfetti. And it's going to be a skipping puck, and the Ducks are going to get it all the way down. So, 38 seconds left. Imagine the second unit for Winnipeg comes on as Neil Pionk takes to the ice. Jonathan Toews now has it. Toews moving through center. Passes that for Niederreiter. Niederreiter puts that back to the point. Pionk dishes out on the side for Toews. Toews down for Niederreiter. Niederreiter puts that across for Iafallo. Iafallo on the side wall with it. Skating, puts that up for Pionk. Back for Iafallo. Down for Nemesnikov. Nemesnikov behind the net. Looks out in front. He can't quite get it. Now Pionk puts that on the side for Iafallo. Iafallo on the side. Power play expires for Winnipeg. And that'll go around for Jonathan Toews. Toews puts that down for Nemesnikov. Ducks being a little bit more aggressive as they got 5 guys out there now. Nemesnikov trying to pressure him there. Toews going to go in. It's going to go off his skate. And the Ducks will get it out. A little bit of a scrum in front of the benches there as the Ducks take possession. And the Ducks going to put that down low. Get picked up for the Jets, though, and they'll put that all the way down. That's going to be Lowry that's pressuring as well as his line. So Seneke trying to get this out for the Ducks. Gauthier trying to get it, but he can't quite. As Tanner Pearson is battling in the corner there. That fourth line group of grinders out there for Winnipeg. And that's going to get put towards Comrie, and he'll dish that behind the net. And now Parker Ford's going to pick that up. Puts that across for Lowry, but it's a little bit too far, and this is going to actually go all the way down for an icing. I miss little things like lining up for tickets and waiting in line for those. We were at great tailgate parties. Lee Aaron, Metal Queen, saw her at the Highlands. That was part of the bands. I've actually met Lee Aaron. I went to Lee Aaron's show, and they and I was buying like a piece of merch or whatever, and she was at the merch table, and so she was saying hi. So got a picture with Lee Aaron. That was really cool. She is the Metal Queen, as they say. I think I was the youngest guy at the show. I was there with my dad. As I want to say I was like 17. And I think Lee Aaron was kind of shocked that someone my age was into her kind of music. So yeah. Ducks with it. Trouba dishes that in for Leo Carlson. Leo Carlson puts that up onto the side. Troy Terry's going to try taking that in. Now Ducks going to lose possession there as Connor will get that into neutral ice. Very, very conservative hockey the Ducks are playing now. They got that big 3-goal lead. And now Luke Shen going to put that up the side for Scheifele. Scheifele battling along the side. He's going to get through. Good chance there for Scheifele, and he's going to put that over for Connor, but he can't connect on his pass. So now Ducks moving through. They're going to get a shot through, but it's going to go and get blocked, actually. It does not get through, sorry. Velarde makes his own entry, puts that for Connor. Connor tries to put that deep, but the Ducks will take possession there. And now that'll go back to the line for Stanley. Stanley going to make a nice move around a guy and try to dish that low, but he can't get it tape to tape there. Ducks now moving through. Going to be a 3-on-2 there. As Kaloran gets a shot, it's going to go off the stick, but can't get past Comrie. Back to the point, and that will get shot. And it looked like, I was about to say, it went out of play, but it went off a stick and whatnot. I hear you, Todd. Right on. She was on. God. Oh, guys.
Black Friday savings are back at Dufresne. Get up to 50% off furniture and save big on mattresses with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, receive your choice of a free 4-piece luggage set or a TV with minimum furniture and mattress purchases. On now at Dufresne.
Not the game I was hoping for today. Hey, we're at 2480 subs. Thank you, guys.
Check out the hours. They go great with hydration.
Till Saturday?
Yeah, they should last until Saturday. Kept them warm.
25 years ago, we had an idea. What if the future of driving is electrified? And what if we could charge towards that future? Today, that idea has grown into a diversified life.
Not sure what you do to spark the offense. Everyone is back now, basically. Yeah, there's really no excuse. Yeah, everyone, at least in the offense, is back. Still missing Sandberg, but yeah. Quiet Riot was the tournament song in midget hockey for me, so it comes with memories here. Come on, feel the noise. That's a song I will say that is a song that still is played a lot. Like even now, you'll hear that a lot at hockey games, and that's good to hear. That's a song that really is timeless, you know. Face off in the defensive zone here for the Jets. Taves is going to take that, but the Ducks will win it. Back to the point there. Slap shot, and that's going to go wide of the net. Shen's going to put that up the side. And it'll go all the way down. Ducks picking it up in their own zone. Only a little over 3 minutes left. But Taves going to do a good job stripping him of the puck. Nemesnikov now has it. Back for Taves. Taves puts that over. Tries to put that up to the point, but the Ducks wingers will pick up on that. Shen going to toss a hit there. And Ducks with it at the point. Trouba's going to put that down. Perfetti and Shen down low battling for it. Ducks have it at the point. They'll put that across for Leo Carlson. That shot will get blocked. Shen now has it. Pressured by Carlson. And now Taves will have it as both teams go for a change. Fleury with it in our own zone. And he's going to pass that up for Lowry. He's going to put that for Iafallo. Iafallo from center. Going to take a shot there. And they tried to get something, but everyone overskated it. And now the Ducks are going the other way. Troy Terry makes a move on Josh Morrissey, but he can't beat DeMello. And so that gets tied up. Terry puts that down low for Anaheim. Morrissey's going to strip him of the puck there. And he's going to put that up. Iafallo puts that over for Nemesnikov. Back for Niederreiter. Over for Lowry. And now DeMello's down low with Lowry. Trying to help him dig that puck out. Just a minute 46 left. If you thought the crowd looked dead before in terms of attendance, a lot more dead now. Now Niederreiter going to slam that low for Chibrikov. Fourth line out there for Winnipeg. And Parker Ford's now there as well. And the Ducks going to chip that down. It's going to go all the way down for an icing. My buddy had a basement band, and they played that for us every weekend. Bunch of old couches with milk crates for the stage. There you go. Damn good for high school punks too. Seems like these Jets being well and truly grounded. Down 4-1, under 2 to go, and not a sign of a goal to come. Maybe playing the Canucks will give the Jets a much needed, but I don't know, man. We'll have to see. Seems clear we need to get the fuck out of California. We're not doing anything there. Basement was about 24 by 30 feet. Lol, 100 people down there. That's a great picture. Recently discovered 6 feet under from Calgary, and I new to them, so school never. Kids in the garage. Yep. Last minute of play in the third period, and Jets not playing with much heart. They look pretty defeated here. And the Ducks are getting this down. 3-on-3, and that's going to be for Cutter Gauthier. And he's going to beat Comrie 5-hole. Jets look lifeless. Absolutely nothing. They've given up on this game. And it shows. Yeah, so. Just not good. Rough late night game. Oh, the Situation Room is going to be intervening here. And they're going to try to see if this was offside. So hold on a second. We're going to put this back to 4 for now, as they're going to be reviewing it. I'm not going to lie, who gives a shit? How many minutes left? 45 seconds. But they're reviewing this. Wow, so this is going to be no goal. They reviewed that real quick as that was determined that the Ducks were offside. And let's see here. Oh my God, it's not even close. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was offside by a good, 3 feet. He wasn't even close. Yeah, no, this is easy call to make. Yeah. So, Jets got a bit of a gimme there. I feel for you, Carter. Jets need to get it together next game. Can't afford to slide down the ladder. How much time's left? Still 45 seconds. So, Ducks now get that through, and they'll get that near Comrie. Good poke check by Comrie to prevent a sharp chance in front. Nice quick review. Yeah, wow. Let's go. Bet under $500 for under 7 goals. Now, Ducks with it. Moving that through. They're dishing that onto the side. They're going to shoot that over on Comrie, and he'll hold that. Shots are 24-22 in favor of the Jets. 11.4 seconds left. But goals are 4-1 in favor of the Ducks. And this play will now continue. Ducks with it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. And that's that. Rough night. Rough night over in Anaheim. Jets lose 4-1. How much time left? Game's over. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Not good. This is not what we wanted. Yeah. The end. That's right. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe and join the Discord. Yeah, usually I'd like to do a raid of another live stream, but we're pretty much wrapping up here, and because it's the 9 o'clock game, there's no other games left on. Until then, keep your stick on the ice. See you next time. Don't forget to like and sub. That's right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the broadcast. Not the result we wanted. But it is what it is. So hopefully the Jets in their next game will be able to do a little bit more. I think they're going to be playing the Canucks in just a short time. Here they'll play the Canucks at 9 o'clock on Remembrance Day. So hopefully the Jets can put up a better performance there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate all of the support. So I'm going to be tapping out here. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. Make sure you guys join the Discord again. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to a couple hours of some kind of miserable hockey, if I'm being honest. So, appreciate all the support, though, guys. You guys take care. Peace, love, and positivity to all you wonderful people at home. Good night.